I think a lot of times that from the outside, people might not understand the impact and the importance of local food in terms of how people make decisions. And this is the story I always tell. It was a Friday afternoon more than 10 years ago, and I went to buy some fish at our local fish store. And it brought in fish from the Oregon coast. Because it was Friday afternoon, there was a whole line of people waiting to buy this local fish. There's one guy there in a three-piece suit, young guy, which I thought was kind of strange because this is Corvallis and we don't have those kind of people wandering the streets very often. He got to the front of the line and started speaking to the manager of the store, and instead of ordering his fish, he was asking a series of questions about the quality of the fish, the seasonality of the fish, do we always have this kind of selection? And when he finished, he just said thank you and started walking away. So I jumped out of line and stopped him before I got to the door. I said, I got to ask you why you just asked questions, you didn't buy any fish. And he said to me, I'm an anesthesiologist. I'm here interviewing at the local hospital for a job. My wife is back in Kentucky with our two small kids. And she said, I would really like to go on this interview to understand if this is the kind of community I want to move to, but I can't. I got to stay here with the kids. Your job is to find out if there's a good source of fish in this community, because I'm not moving to another place that doesn't have good fish. And that was what I was asking him about. So then I started telling him about our local co-op and our farmers market and our CSA and all the other stuff, because I said fish is, you don't live by fish alone. But as I finished that, I got my fish, I went home and I immediately sent an email to my dean, and I said, we underestimate the impact of local food on people's lives and on their decisions. I could have a heart attack and be lying on the table at the hospital waiting for this operation to take place. The quality of the anesthesiologist who's going to participate in that operation could depend on the local fish store, could depend on the farmer's market. And over the last 10 years, we've hired a number of people at the university, and I can say that a good portion of them, 20%, 30%, 40%, they think about the local food system when they're making their decision. That's one of the things that impacts where they choose, where they want to live. These guys, they don't get necessarily any extra money from the individual consumer based on that, but we've got to give that credit. We have to understand the importance of things like farmers markets to the kinds of quality of life that people are searching for as they decide to make these kind of life-changing decisions. Where am I going to teach? Where am I going to be a doctor? Where am I going to set up my auto repair shop?